Hey guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. Oh man, people just don't know how to be quiet. They just don't know how to be quiet. Oh man, I'm not talking about chat, but I'm switching over. Different topic. Look at my chat. It's full. Hi guys. I'm just catching up on chat because I didn't realize everybody was just talking. Oh, Carolyn. Colin had a sub sit who talked himself into jail. Guys, go watch that. Uh, oh my gosh. That would be awesome, Mike. Colin needs to go interview a subset. Yes, Steve, you are in time. You are in time. Uh oh, we got the music conversations going in chat. This will be good. So, our inmates today just can't be quiet, but the judges can handle them fine, don't worry. Hey, Deb, you are early. Hi, Mal. Hi, Sarah. And hi, Sarah. How many Sarahs can we get in this chat tonight? Everybody call anybody you know who's Sarah and get them into chat. Did you ever see, like, I saw, like, the memes and stuff on Facebook where the people add, like, 100 of the people with their same name into one group chat? Although I hate being added to group chats when I don't ask for it and I don't know the people, and it happens all the time. But that's funny. It's just so funny. Hi, Ivy. Hi, Bryden. All right, let's get started. I don't know where I want to start. Let's start with, yep, let's go to New Jersey. New Jersey always delivers, guys.
Public, pay attention, sir. What the public defender has suggested is that you go to this shelter at 224 Sussex Avenue, and then when you get a different address, you must then inform pretrial services and then get their approval to relocate from there to another address. If you do not give me an alternate address, I will not be able to release you today. Do you understand?
The only thing I could do is call my sister and see if she could take me in until I get a shelter. But I need my wallet.
Your sister.
On Monday, Friday, I get paid from Social Security. I'm disabled. And
why do I need to know all of that?
I need to call my sister and see if she takes me in.
Yes, but that's only after you have gone to the shelter. I cannot release you today without knowing specifically where you are going. So if you agree to go to the shelter, pay attention, sir, pay attention. If you agree to go to the shelter at 224 Sussex Avenue in Newark, then if you confirm an address with your sister, you can then go to pretrial services, submit that address, get their approval, and then relocate to your sister's house or apartment if they agree for you to come there. But today, unless you are going to a specific address, I can't just release you and say, well, whenever you get in touch with your sister, then you can go to your sister. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. So I need to go to that Sussex Avenue where the place you just told me to go. I'm willing to go there.
Great. So you will go to the 224 Sussex Avenue address here in the city of Newark. Mr. Prosecutor, does the state have any objection to the shelter address?
We certainly do not, sir. It's fine.
So now I will enter not guilty plea for you. I will also review your public safety assessment. I know you mentioned going to pick up some belongings. I will allow you to go there, but you have to go with police escort. You cannot go there by yourself. to avoid any altercation. Do you understand?
I don't have no
I'm
So
problem.
why do you just keep talking? Both of us talking at the same time makes no sense. If I finish talking, you talk. We have all day. When you finish, then I talk. Why is that so difficult?
Sorry.
When you
sorry.
were talking, I didn't interrupt you. Then when I start talking, you feel the need to speak. Why don't you let me finish and then you start? Can you do that?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Great. So if you take the court's order to the police department and request for officers to accompany you to go to the location to pick up your belongings, it's going to be a few minutes exercise where you pick up essential items. You're not going to rent a U-Haul and start moving your king-size bed and double-door refrigerators and things like that.
He doesn't
Do you
have those.
understand?
Yes.
So I will enter not guilty plea for you. Your public safety assessment shows a risk scale for failure to appear of 1 and new criminal activity of 1. Mr. Prosecutor.
Judge, yes. In this matter of non-domestic aggravated assault together with weapons possession, we have no objection to the recommendation and the imposition of level 1 monthly reporting. In addition to that, Judge, we seek that there be no contact with the non-DV victims, although again, as alluded to earlier, the parties are known to each other. They are neighbors within the same building. Based upon the information, Your Honor, that a weapon was utilized, specifically a broom, we would ask for the appropriate weapons preclusion. And finally, we respectfully ask for an admonishment that during the pendency of this matter, he is not to return, the defendant's not to return to the sheriff in the city of Newark. Thank you.
No
Any
objection,
objection?
none from the defense.
So you will be released, but you must comply with the following. In addition to the restrictions of your residence, as I have explained to you, you must appear for all scheduled court proceedings. You must immediately notify pretrial services of any change to your contact information. I have already directed you on how to relocate from the shelter to another sister's house, as you have indicated. You remember that, right?
Yes.
And so you must not commit any offense during the period of your release. You must then refrain from any contact with the alleged victim, the non-domestic violence victim, who is your neighbor, and the residents of 17 allow you to go there one time only, as I have explained to you, and you are going specifically to apartment 303 in order to pick up essential items. You must go with police escort. You cannot go there alone, or before or after the police. You must go in the company of a police officer. Do you understand?
Yes.
You must also refrain from going to where this person works and cannot have any type of electronic communication with them for any reason whatsoever. You must also refrain from possessing a firearm, destructive device, or other dangerous weapon. If you violate the no contact order that I have given you, you will face more serious consequences. You must then report to pretrial services telephonically once per month. Your next court date is August 12th, 2024, 9 a.m. before Judge Foster. Public Defender G has been assigned to represent you and will speak with you before your court date to prepare your defense. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You may leave the booth now, please. You can leave.
Oh, I can leave. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a great
You're
afternoon.
welcome. You too.
Not too good. This is my first time here. I don't think I should be
So
here.
what
But
you need to do, is your first time. What you need to do is to pay attention so that you will understand all the instructions that I will give you. You understand?
yes, sir.
All right. So this is the matter of State of New Jersey versus Daniel Laguerre, W 2024 006 374 0714. So I need you to tell me your name and the alternate address where you will be going. That means an address that is different from 1109 Broad Street.
Yes,
Go
I'm
ahead.
going back to my house. I'm going back
What's
to my
the
mother's house.
address? Is there an apartment number?
No. No apartment.
Is the state satisfied with that address?
No objection, Your Honor.
Sorry, Your Honor. Sorry to interrupt, Your Honor. This is Walter Velasquez, Pretrial Services. I just need the street name. I got the rest of the information.
N7.
North 7.
Yes, sir.
Officer Velasquez.
Yes, Your
I'm
Honor.
sorry?
Got it. Thank you so much. Walter Velasquez.
All
here,
right.
Pretrial Services.
Mr. Laguerre, repeat the number. Did you say 14? So then I will enter not guilty plea for you. Your public safety assessment report. Give me 1 second. I'm reviewing that report now. Your report shows a risk scale for failure to appear of 2, a new criminal activity of 2. Madam Prosecutor.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state is seeking an upward modification to level 1 reporting due to the fact that it's alleged the victim sustained a knot on her forehead due to the defendant allegedly grabbing her. We are also seeking no contact with that domestic violence victim, Donesia Gonzalez.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat
Any
that?
objection? Sir, I don't need you to speak. Just pay attention.
I didn't hear what you said.
Don't worry. She was talking to me, so I will
Okay.
explain to you what she said.
All right, I'm sorry. Thank you.
No objection by the defense to those conditions of Mr. Laguerre's release.
So you will be released, sir. However, you must comply with the following. You must appear for all scheduled court proceedings. That means all your court dates. You must immediately notify pretrial services of any change in your contact information. You shall not commit any offense during the period of your release. You must refrain from any type of contact with the alleged victim, Donesia Gonzalez. You cannot return to the previously shared residence of 11. I will allow you, however, to go there
Yes.
one time only. Pay attention, sir, pay attention. I will allow you to go there one time only, but for a few minutes only. And you must have police escort with you to pick up essential items. Sir, you can't speak. Listen to me. So it is only for a few minutes. You must have police escort with you, and you're only going to pick up essential items. It's not a full moving period where you have to move all your belongings, 75-inch television sets and the fixtures, stoves and the gas and all that kind of stuff. You are only taking essential items for between 5 to 10 minutes, and you must have the police with you. You cannot go there by yourself, not before the police, not after the police. You must go in the company of the police. And you cannot go to where this person works, and you must stay 1,000 feet away from them at all times, and no type of electronic communication with them for any reason whatsoever. If you violate any of these no contact conditions that I have explained to you, you will face more serious consequences. You must report to pretrial services telephonically once per month. Your next court date is August 12th, 2024, 9 a.m. before Judge Romanation. Public defender will be assigned to represent you. I just don't have the name right now, but you will have a public defender assigned to you. Before your court date, the public defender will speak with you to prepare your defense. Do you understand these instructions?
Yes, I do, but you guys are taking me out of my house where I pay rent.
No. You can't talk about that. You can talk to your lawyer when they call you to speak with you. The reason it is important not to talk about the facts of the case is for your own protection, because anything you say in court can be used against you. It's being recorded. However, when you speak with your lawyer, it is a privileged and confidential communication, and you can tell them whatever information you need, and they can use it to prepare your defense. But regardless of what you tell me now, nothing will change the fact that you have been charged with this violation and that it will proceed in court on August 12th. So in order to protect yourself, you must remain silent and exercise the constitutional right you have against self-incrimination. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You may now leave the booth, please.
You may now leave the booth. I mean, he's told him how many times you cannot. Okay, I need to know if anybody can hear me because my kittens just ripped my mic cord right out of the thing. I have too many kittens, and I love them. No one can have any of them. I'm keeping them all. So, we got another one who can't keep quiet. Thank you, Carolyn. We got another one who can't keep quiet. Oh, there's the dog who can't keep quiet. And he pays the price, guys. He sure does.
All right, thank you.
Colorado.
We have Joshua Mondragon, 24 CR 1060. This will be, and 24 CR 1162. All right. Hello, Mr. Mondragon. Probable cause was found on the warrant in the 1060 case, and I did find probable cause in the 1162 case. I will read you the charges in the 1060 case.
My new friend Sarah in chat is turning into a crazy cat lady, guys. She's a little emotional today, so Try to be nice to her. Our new friend, Sarah in chat. Maybe we should buy her a yoga mat and a water cup. A nice, pretty, pink, sparkly water cup. What do you think? Although, that chick really can play poker, let me tell you.
In that case, you are charged with 2 counts. Count 1 is a domestic violence sentence enhancer for a special or for habitual offender, which is a class 5 felony. And then count 2 is harassment, which is a class 2 misdemeanor. These are alleged to have occurred between and including January 15th and January 16th of 2024. In case number 1162, the nature of it's an investigative hold. Charges haven't been filed yet in that case. The hold is for trespass of an inhabited dwelling, violation of a criminal protection order, resisting arrest, obstructing government operations, and failing to leave a premises. Go ahead from the people regarding bond in each case.
Your Honor, first I will tell the court we were able to have contact with the victim this morning. She indicated that she would like a PR bond. She stated she feels like jail is not helping the defendant and that he needs mental health treatment. She would like any protection order to allow phone and text contact and contact in public places. She said she would defer to the court as far as if GPS is needed. My understanding is the GPS that's in the misdemeanor case was modified to have an exclusion zone to 1 mile. Your Honor, 24 CR 1060 appears to be a bump up from Jefferson County 24M 292. So I just wanted that to be clear. It doesn't look like that is now, even though technically it's a third case, it looks to be the same allegations just now with that DV habitual tag on it. I noted too, pretrial indicated that he may be on parole, but when I looked him up on the DOC website, I couldn't find him. So my assumption is he is no longer on parole. He is currently on a PR bond for a DUI. I counted 8 prior domestic violence convictions. The majority, if not all of them, are with the same victim. There was one victim that had the same first name and a different last name, so
I need a goat.
know if maybe that was this victim's maiden name. But regardless, 8 prior domestic violence convictions on his record. I certainly understand and appreciate the victim's position on this, but I do have safety concerns for her in light of the number of prior domestic violence cases that are appearing on Mr. Mondragon's record. So, Your Honor, for each case, I'm requesting a $5,000 cash bond with pretrial supervision, no drugs or alcohol, no weapons, monitored sobriety, a mandatory protection order with all but box 6 checked, and a GPS prior to bonding.
All right, thank you. Go ahead from the defense regarding bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. We would ask for PR bonds in these cases, citing what the alleged victim stated. Just looking at the affidavit that we've been provided here, it doesn't necessarily allege any direct physical violence or threatened use of violence based on my observations here, understanding obviously the lengthy history. I would just cite to what the alleged victim stated to the prosecution and what's been put on the record this morning. My understanding is, and we would object to any other cash-only bonds being set here. Mr. Mondragon would object to that, and I just referenced the record I made previously. We would ask at least for surety options on both, but asking for PR bonds in accordance with the victim's record. Mr. Mondragon is suffering from some sensitive medical issues now, dealing with a wound in some sensitive areas that has just become infected based on being shot a couple of days ago on the 28th. He is currently enrolled in a Suboxone program.
Guys, this guy is a catch and a half, let me tell you. His girlfriend sure is some lucky little woman.
At Aurora Mental Health and enrolled in a behavioral health program as well there. He works full-time at Leave It to Us Tree Services. with someone named Danny Schofield. He works as an arborist where he's removing the trees, and he's been there for 4 years, working 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. He has the ability to go to a sober living residence, and I believe he is in a sober living residence at Commerce City. He's also trying to get into Hazelbrook right now, and he had been at the sober living residence for a couple of weeks. He's a lifelong Colorado resident. He has 2 boys and a girl, and the 2 younger are with him most of the time. He's also a member of Grace Church and volunteers with them. Again, a sensitive medical injury with an infection, I think, is something that he's concerned about at this point in time as well. And so we would ask that the court set PR bonds for Mr. Mondragon. It sounds like he does have treatment programs set up. And we would also just allow for the ability for electronic communication on the protection orders if the court is to enter them.
All right, thank you. I did review the warrant and the affidavit and the pretrial report, consider the arguments of the parties and the statutory factors of bond. Understanding the health concern and the community ties, I have great concerns for the safety of the named victim in this case with the many prior domestic violence convictions, and that's really what I'm setting bond based on. I am going to issue protection order for the benefit of Jasmine Mondragon. It will be in all boxes but 6 protection order with a domestic violence finding, but not a attempted or threatened use of physical force finding. So what that means, Mr. Mondragon, is that in each of your cases, you can't contact Jasmine Mondragon, not directly or indirectly. You must stay away from her home and anywhere she's likely to be found. You cannot possess, purchase, or control a firearm or other weapon or any ammunition, and you cannot possess or consume alcohol or drugs. I'm not making any exceptions at this time to the protection order, given the many prior convictions with the same person. Do you understand the terms of the 2 protection orders, Mr. Mondragon?
I do understand, but the reason that we needed to talk is because I take the kids to school back and forth. Like, that's the whole reason they changed the last one. And the only reason that's another bond is because they changed it from a misdemeanor to a felony.
All right. All right, Mr. Mondragon, I will, given the kid situation, I will allow an exception for telephone communication regarding the children only in each case. Exception for all right. With regard to the bond, bond in each case is going to be set in the amount of $2,000 cash only. Given my great concerns for victim safety in this case, the conditions will be pretrial supervision, no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons, monitored sobriety at pretrial discretion, and comply with the protection order in each case. Your next court date, sir, for the 1060 case is going to be for preliminary hearing on May 29th at 1 p.m. And your case is assigned to divisions E and 9. And your next court date in the 1162 case will be on May 7th for return filing of charges at 10 a.m. All right, we'll see you on May 7th, sir. Take care.
Nope, you should stop here.
Go ahead.
Hey, so
Don't do it.
the bond is, my whole bond is 2,000, all of it.
It's 4,000 for both cases.
So it's 2,000 each? But
Yes.
that's why I asked you, because I was already bond on that 2,000 one. Why would I have to re-bond on that though?
I
It's just
warned you.
that the only reason I got a warrant was because they switched over to a felony. It wasn't that I caught a new case on that. That wasn't never a new case. That's what I'm
Is that-
saying.
okay.
And then they switched this situation.
Dragon, let
I hear
But
your
I'm saying,
argument.
I want to make sure that you guys understand it. Ain't like I went and fucked up and did a
Hold
whole
on.
other case.
All right.
Mr. Mondragon.
I hear your argument, and I'm going to look into it. If you did already
That's what I'm saying.
post
I'm sorry.
bond, stop talking. Okay, if you did already post bond, then I can't give you a new bond.
All right.
Ms. Schroeder, do you have any information on that?
If I could just have a moment.
What was the name of, or what was the number of the misdemeanor case?
That's what I was trying to find.
I believe it's 24M292.
So, Your Honor, it looks like bond. Well, if I can get my computer to work, it looks like bond was posted back in March. However, then a pretrial services, I think, complaint was issued to revoke bond. And then
I'm just helping you, Sarah, because now that your name is Sarah, you have to get used to being called sweetheart and sugar and baby and love. You're welcome.
a warrant was issued for violating pretrial, and that amount was 10,000 cash only. It looks like the bond was set in 24M292 on April 30th.
I believe it's only 4,000 cash only.
There's actually another one. I saw the 4,000. Now I'm seeing the 10,000. So yeah, so on April 30th, there was a warrant issued for a $10,000 cash only. So given that, I'm going to go along with what's happened in that prior case that has now been upfiled. So in the 10060 case, the bond is now $10,000 cash only. Also in that case, there was a condition of a GPS prior to bonding. So I'm going to order that GPS prior to bonding and no condition or no contact with Miss Mondragon as a condition of bond, except for the telephone communication. All right, so we'll see you on May 7th, sir.
And Your Honor, I apologize. On 1162, did you also want to have GPS or was it just on the 1060?
Just in 1060.
You guys are gonna be able to ask you to address this real quick? Your Honor, if I may, I went to court on Tuesday. And that was just last week. They switched the case over and the warrant came. So how do I got another warrant for not being in compliance? I came in, that's what I'm saying. What did I come in Thursday?
Mr. Mondragon, right now, I have...
Mr. Mondragon, you can talk to your attorney about this. Let the judge speak.
No, but this is still, we haven't even addressed that. You could have talked.
So, Mr. Mondragon, all right, right now...
No, because you don't understand my medical situation.
Mr. Mondragon, I'm not going to talk to you about this anymore.
I understand that.
You can talk to your attorney, okay? I'm done talking to you today. Take care, sir. We'll see you on May 7th.
And Your Honor, I apologize. Did you just change the bond in 1060 to 10,000 and the other one was still at 2,000?
Just in 1060. That one will be 10,000. 1162 is still 2,000.
Sorry for all the questions, Your Honor. We just wanted to make sure that we had the correct conditions.
No worries. That was a big change. So thank you for clarifying.
Fozzie, thank you for reminding me. Yes, I did. So I don't know what happened yesterday in Lemire in Colorado. and I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but I think it's Lemire. Anyway, that creepy guy went in with a mask. Hey, treasure. And then all the Lemire courts just shut down. And it was really freaky for me, but my mind was, wrong because all the courts came back up again today as normal, like nothing happened. And that judge was sitting there today, so he's fine. Hi, Charlotte. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was yesterday. I was looking at that clip again today, um, trying to see it bigger to see what the heck he or she was wearing. And like they were thin. It looks like they were very much thinner than what they had on. Like they had a lot of layers of clothes on and that huge creepy mask with horns. Um, and I wish that judge mutes all of the time. Like maybe 20% of his cases he'll unmute, and the rest he just mutes. Who else does that? Is what's her name? It's not Shackleford, is it? No, it's the other one. Yeah, Shackleford. That's who it is. It's not DeSanto. It's Shackleford. She does that all the time. She just mutes too much. Well, this guy mutes way more than her. It's like her on steroids, which you don't need, Sarah. You don't need steroids, okay? You're a girl now. Guys, someone in my chat changed his name too many times and now he can't change it back for 14 days. And he's stuck. He's stuck like Chuck. YouTube lit him up. If it makes you feel any better, I know how it feels to be lit up by YouTube. Stupid YouTube. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. He's gonna go into all these other chats with this name, guys. So what we have to do as a group, collectively, everybody who's watching this, and anybody who watches this tomorrow or the next day or for the next 13 days, is follow him around from channel to channel. Go to Colin's channel, go everywhere he goes. And give her emotional support, because men don't do that enough. But now that she's a girl, we can all support her. We can get her to talk about her feelings. We can get her to eat ice cream. Hi, Shy. Dark 30 in the morning. That's exactly what time it is. Dark 30 in the morning. Okay. So this guy's bond went from 4,000, well, 2,000, then he thought he paid for one, and then 4,000, and then 10,000. Because he told them to look into it. Now, they might have figured it out anyway. I don't know. Yeah, Sarah, you should get used to that too. People who just randomly ask you to marry them and then get really, really mad when you say no. So now you're going to have to get a protection of use order against Robbie because as soon as you say no, which trust me, you will, you have no choice, the crazy comes out. Yep. Don't worry, you'll be fine though. Just try smiling more. Just smile more. You'll be fine. Okay. Let's take a bad plea. We haven't seen Cristofino in weeks. We haven't been to Cristofino in weeks. So let's just pop in for a little bit today.
I already signed the plea agreement. Should be back from my lawyer.
What are you saying, Mr. Parker?
I said I already signed the plea agreement. Should be back from my attorney.
Move closer to the microphone. Try it again.
Yeah, I said my attorney should have my plea agreement.
Correct. Just listen closely. I'm going to ask you questions, okay?
Yes.
Let me run the court proceeding. It's going to go very quickly and very smoothly. All right, here we go. So your attorney has filed with the court a motion to withdraw plea of not guilty and enter plea of guilty. plea agreement and disclosure, is it your intention to plead guilty this morning?
Yes,
Did you hear the rights that I read to the group previously when you're going to enter a guilty plea?
yes, I did.
Do you understand your legal rights? Are you waiving those legal rights? And are you pleading guilty today without a jury trial?
I'm pleading guilty. I know. I'm willing
That's,
to plead guilty. Yeah.
that's a yes, correct?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
correct.
Now, are you telling me that you are pleading guilty voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yeah,
You're going to plead guilty to theft, a level 6 felony, correct?
yes.
Hang on a minute. Count 1, theft, a level 6 felony. Mr. Parker, are you telling the court that on March 15, 2024, at the County of Elkhart, State of Indiana, you did knowingly exert unauthorized control over the property of another person, that being Micah Peterson, with intent to deprive Micah Peterson of the value or use of any part of said property, the value of said property being at least $750 and less than $50,000, all of which is contrary to the form of Indiana Code 3543-4, 2A1A. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, sir.
Now, tell me, what did you take from Micah Peterson?
It was a backpack.
Ms. Bowling, any additional questions?
Mr. Parker, contained in that backpack was a number of valuables, including a MacBook Air and some other electronics. Is that correct?
Not knowing, I didn't know until, I thought it was one of the donation, backpacks they give out to the homeless.
Do you have
They
any,
have it stored in a room, and,
Johnny, do you have
yes.
any, do you have any reason to dispute that the value of the items in the backpack are greater than $750?
Ma'am, whatever was in the backpack probably added up to over $500 or $600 or $700. But me picking up the backpack, I was looking. It's
Okay.
normally they have hygienic backpacks in the church.
Thank you.
So, let's be clear, Mr. Parker. In order for you to be guilty of theft as a level 6 felony, the value of the items that you took must be greater than $750. That's why Ms. Bowling asked you the question. That's why I asked you the question. Now we're into this, so we got to clean it up. Did you take items from Micah Peterson that were of a value of more than $750?
So they were more than about $750 perhaps, but me, when I picked up the backpack, I thought it was a hygienic backpack for hygiene, pet soaps.
Yeah, so you had to add perhaps in there. This has got to be definitive. Look, let's be clear, Mr. Parker. I don't care whether you plead guilty or not. People think I care. I do not. This is your life. You don't want to plead guilty, don't plead guilty. You also don't get the benefit of the plea bargain agreement if you don't plead guilty. Again, I don't care. You've got a constitutional right to a trial, and I'll give you one. That's what I do. I don't take sides. I don't represent you. I don't represent the state. Mr. Swaby, I'm going to try and clean this up more, but if you got questions you want to ask, or is this the only issue we've got?
It's only issue here.
Okay, let's go back. Mr. Parker, I get that you took the backpack. Do you know what was in the backpack?
And at the time, no, I thought it was hygienic stuff for hygiene.
Okay, so you want to talk on and not answer the question. I'm going to give you one more
I took
chance.
the backpack. I agree that I took the backpack, and it had over $700 in it.
Yeah, over 700 could be 700 to 750. It's a rejected plea bargain agreement. When do you want to come back, Ms. Bowling?
If we could come back on May 15th or at the court's discretion. Johnny, you and I will meet again, okay? And we'll kind of walk through this together and see if you're ready to do this at a later date.
Cause coming on for It's really on for plea because of what you filed, really on for plea. Defendant appears in person from the Elkhart County Correctional Facility via WebEx and by his attorney, Mackenzie Bowling, State of Indiana, in court by Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Robert Swaby, at request of defendant by counsel. Further proceedings reset to May 15, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. It is so ordered. I'll see you back here May 15, Mr. Parker, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Christian Portillo.
He tried, but you don't play around with Cristofino. You just don't. Because, you know, he doesn't like it. He wants exact answers. He follows the law to the T. Every crime he gives the same sentence to. He doesn't give chances very often, unless he gives everybody the same chance. So, that's Cristofino. I love Cristofino, but a lot of people in comments don't like him. I love him. I think he's great. I love White Snake. Okay. My chat's distracting me. It's very hard. I have to stop looking at chat when I talk because I can't. I can't look at chat and talk at the same time. It's not possible. I mean, first off, I'm talking at nothing to begin with. So, all right, I'm going to play Judge Fleischer now. He'll save me. He'll get me out of this not talking awkwardness.
Portable device, get into the program. They sign the supervision order. Once he's got the monitor, I'll take off the screen.
Okay. All right.
That way, it's kind of like a carrot dangling in front of him to get it done quicker. The quicker he gets into the program, the quicker the ankle monitor comes off.
He's been going, but they were giving him a hard time.
Yeah, we'll give you the order today.
Okay.
Right now. Is it already in there? Yeah. I'll send it now that you can try to get it done today.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Davion Wheeler. Mr. Wheeler, you're charged with possession of marijuana. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because it's in a drug-free zone. You're facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews in the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer, lawyer will be appointed to represent you. Does he reek of weed right now?
Yes, he does.
You reek so bad, I think I'm going to get high just from you standing in front of me.
Same with my chat.
Okay, please.
Yes, Your Honor, on 4/24, officer at Teeny's Food Mart in Harris County, Texas, saw a defendant making hand-to-hand transactions with an unidentified male. Officer believed the hand-to-hand transaction to coincide with the possession and distribution of narcotics and/or marijuana. The defendant observed officer and placed a clear plastic bag that contained a green leafy substance inside the front of his boxers. Wheeler turned around and attempted to flee the scene. Wheeler was advised a dog would be deployed and stopped when he heard the dog barking. Wheeler was detained without incident. The green leafy substance was retrieved from Wheeler's person. The green leafy substance weighed at 0.5 ounces. Teeny's Food Mart is in a drug-free zone.
So this gentleman here was on bond for a case and he not picked up a new case. Did he have the bond conditions to not pick up any new cases? Wheeler. We tell you not to pick up any new cases while you're on bond. Otherwise, the PR bond that you get is revoked and you get put into jail. You were on bond for criminal trespass. You've now picked up another case, and also you're here and you reek of weed so bad, you must have just stopped smoking right now.
Judge, actually, it's the other way around. He was on bond for the PON. That arrest was out of April 24th, 2024. And
Oh, I see.
He picked up trespass April 24th.
Okay, so we're here on, I thought we were here on the weed case. So we're here on the
We're here on
trespass then.
both, Judge, because he never, so before he approached this court on the marijuana case, he has since picked up the trespass case. But he was on bond for the marijuana case before he approached here and picked up the trespass.
So I'm sorry, so he's charged with the criminal trespass here, not the weed.
Both.
Both, right, but the reason he's in front of me now is for a criminal trespass because that's the new case though.
It's on both. He's never approached, he's never been here on the possession of marijuana case. That happened April 24th. And then on April 29th, he picked up the criminal trespass. He never approached this court on either case.
I have here that he signed conditions of bond on 4/24 not to pick up any new cases. And now 5 days later, he's picked up a criminal trespass. I mean, am I wrong?
Oh, you're right. Yes, April 20th.
No.
April 25th, it has judge's signature. Yeah. It says, the defendant shall commit no crime and shall not engage in conduct that could result in his or her arrest.
It's not looking good for you, Mr. Wheeler. It's Altamirano, right?
Yes.
Welcome back. Mr. Wheeler, I'm revoking your bond and I'm keeping you with me. He goes with you.
Shocking.
Can you please appoint Mr. Wheeler a lawyer and then we will talk about what's going to happen, please?
Notice what he didn't say?
Good morning, Mr. Bonilla. Sir, you are charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state detective. If you're not afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir. Please don't say anything.
On April 23rd, 2024, officers were dispatched to a Target in Harris County, Texas. Target loss prevention officer saw defendant put items in a backpack and walk past all points of sale. Defendant was then detained. The LPO located $366.72 worth of stolen items.
Mr. Bonilla, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to go to any Target whatsoever. Do you understand? If you go to Target, I will revoke your bond. I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do not pick up any new cases as well. Otherwise, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. What do you do for a living? How old are you?
20.
How do you survive?
Struggling.
Do you have any parents around, folks, family?
They just left me alone. I got out of jail April 2021, April 2nd, and then since then I've been on my own.
You didn't try to go back?
I tried to multiple times, but they just never let me go in.
Why is that?
Drugs.
So it's not them. That's the problem. You've got but one family. And when you don't treat them well, where do you end up? You end up on the street doing things you'd never think you would do just to survive. And it only gets worse the older you get. It doesn't get easier. You get bigger, you get fatter, you get uglier. I'm telling you, it's only going to get worse. If you don't do something now to prepare yourself for the next 40 years, it's going to end up a lot worse than you think it is now. Your teeth are going to start to hurt. They're going to rot. They're going to fall out. Can't even chew your own food. I would advise that you get yourself into some kind of program. We can try to help you out here. I'll give you a lawyer here. And perhaps if you show your family that you're going to straighten up and fly right and get yourself into a program perhaps they'll take you back.
You know, every time
If you want to, though. That's
I try, you know, going to a program and I hear voices, you know, like it's just, I've been trying to focus on the program, but these voices, you know, they just get to me, you know.
I'll try to help you out now. I'm going to give you a lawyer. I'll try to get you services to see what we can do to have you talk to a mental health specialist to see if there's any kind of medication that you should be taking. But if you do take it, you can't stop. And I'm telling you, if you go back to your family and you tell them that you're in some kind of program trying to help yourself out, I bet you it's going to go a long way. I promise you. I can't imagine they just want to see you on the streets for the sake of it. You know? So let's do this. I'm going to order you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to test you like crazy. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or dope, I will put you in jail and I'm going to put you in a program in the jail. I don't want to have to do that, so don't force my hand. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
So we'll give you a lawyer now. The lawyer we have has services available to see what we can do to try to get you, you know, help. And we'll do it for you, but I got to know that you want to do it too.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm going to have you go to Victoria. We'll have you sign a reset, and then I'm going to have you take you to the jury box, and we'll get you help.
Thank you.
Please.
Go ahead and sign the reset.
LaDarren Harrison. Mr. Harrison, you stand charged with the offense of criminal trespass and terroristic threat. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine on both of your cases. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state of Texas. You cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
On April 5th, 2024, officer were dispatched to a leasing office in Harris County, Texas. Officer arrived and met with CW, who stated that individuals had forced entry into vacant units of the property. Deputies ID'd suspects and issued them criminal trespass warnings. Later in the day, defendant returned to the property leasing office stating he left money inside. Defendant became aggressive towards staff and threatened to kill a male for refusing to allow him to re-enter the unit. The staff was afraid and state that the defendant was wearing a bag and reaching into it while demanding to be let inside on April 8th. While deputies were checking, the complex maintenance staff flagged officer down, stating the defendant fled on foot from a vacant unit. The deputies located defendant on a nearby roadway. Defendant was detained and transported. I'm not sure, I believe this is a juvenile offense, 2016 bird of habitat, 12 months to 314, I believe this was saying.
So he has a burglar of a habitation as a juvenile?
I believe that's, am I reading that correctly?
I can check it out. What was it?
Yeah, that's
Harrison.
Big wonder.
Yes.
Okay. What was the question, Judge?
At the bottom of is that a juvenile offense, 2016 bird?
Yes, that's a juvenile offense, 2016 bird cap, 12-month probation out of 314 court, and then he had another criminal trespass out of this court in 2024. That's the issue.
Mr. Harrison, let's go through your history. In June of 22, you picked up a criminal trespass. I had to revoke your bond on 4 different occasions because you failed to appear. In August of 22, you picked up an evading arrest, and I had to revoke your bond 4 times because you failed to appear or violated conditions. Now you've picked up another 2 cases, and you failed to appear when you were supposed to the first time, and they gave you yet another free bond. Tell me, why should I not just put you in jail for your multiple failures to appear?
I'd be trying to get to court, sir, and it'd just be hard for me because I'm homeless. So it'd be hard to get to court. But I'd be really trying to get to court.
Where are you living now?
I'm in motels.
How old are you?
I'm 23. I really don't got nobody like this, sir.
Do you have any parental figures?
Yeah, I got my mother. She stays in Conroe. Like, I'm thinking about moving out there with her, so I can get my ID so I can get a job.
Why wouldn't you? If it's a stable place to stay, why wouldn't you do it?
I don't like stressing my mother like that.
Come on.
It was mouthwash.
Or is it more that you want to do your own thing and she's not liking it?
That's not it.
I'm not playing this game with you. I'm not going to do it again.
Yes,
I'm going to give you a lawyer today. But if you ever fail to appear, I'm telling you now, I'm going to light you up and I'm going to make your bond so high you will not get any more PR bonds at all. You must appear in court and I will not let you play this game again.
Yes, sir.
How long did you spend in jail for the first 2 cases? Was it quite a while? Is that what you want to do again? And don't fail me again. Do you understand? Can you reach out to the MAC for Mr. Harrison, please? I'm going to have you sign a reset, and then I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box. You will never get another free bond, Mr. Harrison.
Okay.
All right, guys, I have to stop and thank some people. Quick. So, YouTube demonetized me, but there are some people who hopped on my Patreon and, signed up. And I want to thank them real quick for their donations. It's appreciated. Tom Rue, Tina Pruitt, Texas Vernon, Ryan Goldberg, Randy Thompson, Mia Mina, Lisa Lulu, Linda Sims, Julie Smarney, J Mac from Alfhelm, Alfhelm. Don't worry, my commenters will tell me how to say it. Gloria Scheidler, Donna Zarbel, Donald Westerdale, Dee Friesen, Debbie Bruce, CTM, Amy Dern, Rachel Crane, Sherry Holm, CRD Loves Tea, and Fred Green. Thank you so much for your support in the Patreon. I really appreciate it.
Hey,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir.
Yes, sir.
The East.
Yes, sir.
How's jail?
To be honest, it's not nice.
Great.
It's not nice at all. And
It makes me very, very happy because I hope it's one of the most miserable, rotten experiences that you ever had.
It is, sir. And I wish to never see it again.
The problem is you keep doing things to land you in there.
Yes, sir. And I will try my best to do more to not end up back in here, sir. I promise.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions, Mr. East.
I know, sir.
You're on a very serious probation for assault of a pregnant person. And now, picked up terroristic threat. You're now facing another year in jail. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
Yes, sir.
You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
Yes,
I don't even know what happened to your case. All I know is that you're on a serious probation.
Yes, sir.
And now you've picked up another case. So let's see what happens.
Yes, sir.
And whether you deserve to be let out.
Yes, sir.
Please.
On April 29, 2024 in Harris County, Texas, the defendant threatened to kill the complainant and the child that they shared together. Complainant felt in fear and pepper sprayed the defendant while on the phone with the 911. Defendant admitted to the threat, stating it was out of anger.
What do you think? What other prior, does he have any other prior criminal history from anywhere else, juvenile?
So Judge, his priors are all in county. He has assault of a pregnant person that he's on probation for against his sister, and an AFM, which was, it looks like it was.
So he has another assault.
He has an AFM from
22.
I think it was the same.
It was refiled. So it was an AFM that was refiled to assault of a pregnant person.
That was the sister, the complaint was his sister.
Correct. The
Not the
complainant
same
on that
complaint.
case was his sister, and the complainant in this case is the child of, or the mother of
His child. He's not compensating baby mama.
Yeah, try not to. Did you make it?
Mr. East, what do you do with your life now?
Right now, I'm working at a thrift store. I'm not getting paid that much, but I'm getting paid just enough to take care of the child. And right now,
How are you going to take care of a child? You can't even take care of yourself, Mr. East.
I'm still learning. This is my first child, Your Honor. This is my first child, Your Honor. And
You know, the problem is that with all the anger that you have, if a child sees it, what are they going to do?
they're gonna feed off that same energy, sir.
Right.
And
They're going to be just like you. If they see you beat mama, threaten to kill mom, what are they going to do?
same thing, but I would never touch my mother, my child's mother. I would never. I would never.
Patient for the very same thing, Mr. East.
I understand, sir.
I don't know, Carl. I don't know. You know, I'm not.
He's a lifelong resident of Harris County, Your Honor. He's not a flight risk.
I'm not. My concern is the public.
I understand. And the conditions are right now, he does have a place to stay. He lives on Tidwell. The mother of his child lives at a different location. And he orders are here for him to not have any contact with either with her, the complaining witness.
What was the tipping point here? Why did he get so angry?
4 o'clock in the morning.
4 o'clock in the morning.
I had got a phone call from a girlfriend of mine because she was having some problems of her own, but I was sleeping and I didn't hear her phone call or her texts. So while I was holding the baby, I asked her.
4 in the morning?
4 in the morning.
Yes, sir.
I believe he responded to some text from another female judge, and that's what caused the altercation between him and his mother of his child, which is understandable. We've talked about this. But he did not assault her, and as a matter of fact, he was pepper sprayed himself during the course of the altercation after he made the threat. He admitted to the officers that he made the threat out of anger. He had no intention of following through on it. He is gainfully employed. He just started his job last week. Hopefully he still has it. He hasn't been bond forfeiture before. He has not failed to appear in court. He's not a flight risk.
I will make you a deal, Mr. East.
Yes, sir.
The only way, because I think that everybody should be given a chance.
Yes, sir.
You weren't given a chance here. You're on probation, which is a serious
charge.
What I want to see, though, is you proactively addressing your anger.
Yes, sir.
The only way I will let you out is if you take it upon yourself 3 times a week to do anger management classes somehow, some way. And I want proof on a written piece of paper that you're actually doing some kind of anger management.
Yes, sir.
3 times a week.
Can we make it 4 times a week? I'm sorry to interrupt you, Judge.
3 is sufficient.
You need to do something that's realistic.
Yes, sir.
Don't overkill because you're setting yourself up to fail.
Yes, sir.
All I want is you to address it. And the way that I can do that is by dangling a jailhouse key in front of you. So you hold the keys to the jail. I want you to do 3 anger management classes a week. And I want you to bring it proof to me every Monday that you've done 3 classes a week.
Yes, sir.
And the first time you falter, I will yank the bond and I'm going to put you in jail. You now know that you have no one to bond you out. So if you go to jail, you will be stuck like Chuck.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Give you this one and only chance.
Yes, sir.
Make me proud. Don't fail me.
Yes, sir.
So we need to find some kind of anger management class. I'm sure that there are free ones. It is up to you to find it. It's not up to Carl. It's not up to your girlfriend, not up to you.
Yes, sir.
You.
Yes, sir.
And I want you here every Monday with proof in hand that you've done the anger management classes.
Yes, sir.
3 a week. No dope, no alcohol. Carl, I'd like to know who the extramarital person is, and we need to cut that off so that there are no reasons for her to get upset or you.
Yes,
You
sir.
focus on one and you focus on that child.
Yes, sir.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
This is the only chance you're going to get from me. You will not get another one. If you don't believe me, look around.
I believe you, Honor. I believe you, Honor.
Jeez, make me proud.
Yes, sir.
Judge, do you want him to have no contact with the complaining witness, or do you
I would
want him to
say
have no
until
contact?
things are better, yeah, no contact and no weapons.
Present time.
Yeah. With this one and the other probation case as well. Yeah.
I understand. Well,
Yeah.
the other probation case, the complainant there was his sister. You want no contact with her also?
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. Just want to make sure he.
It's probably already a condition of the felony probation. That's
Well, I
it.
understand. I just want to make sure that he understands while he's here.
It's already stated that I should have contact with Malaysia Triplet or have any.
Stop. You know what's expected of you.
Yes, sir.
That's the only thing that matters.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you, Your Honor.
Thanks, Carl.
On the bond into the PR, or we
Charlotte, thank you so much for joining the Patreon. Appreciate it.
statement or?
No, it's a PR because he never got a bond
I
whatsoever.
wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Make sure, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Carl, thanks.
Same facts. Same room. Same time. Not your guy.
Where's it going?
He's going to the ice room with this guy.
For the ice room.
Like obsessively, yeah.
Well, it's hot outside.
So Judge, on Arredondo, just to refresh the court's memory on this situation, he picked up an FSGI last month on March, end of March. That was a trial bureau case. It was one where he hit somebody in a parking lot and also hit another person, but that person didn't feel pain. And then we resolved that case by modifying his adjudication upstairs in the aggravated robbery and dismissed that case. When I filed the dismissal, that was on the 22nd. The allegations of this AFM are on the 21st. It predates the dismissal of the trial bureau case. So I just want to give some context.
Okay.
As this was reported and then filed a couple of days later. So that's just for the court's knowledge there. If you look at the dates, the offense day is April 21st.
So
Yeah, and then
well,
filed April
because the FSGI is from March, right?
from March, and I dismissed it April 22nd, the day after the,
So he has the FSGI, they amend conditions upstairs on 4/19. This case is dismissed because of the amended conditions on 4/22.
But he still picks up a new assault after all that.
Well, technically in the middle of it, because it was, but yes.
In the middle of what?
Well, so it was after the MAJ was resolved, but before the FSGI was resolved. Not that that matters, but just for context.
Bottom line is you were on probation for an aggravated robbery, where when you violate said aggravated robbery, you're usually looking somewhere in the neighborhood of around 8 to 10 years in prison.
Minimum 5.
The offers start at 8 to 10, perhaps 12. Since that time, you've picked up a failure to stop and give information where you actually hit someone with a car. And now, after that gets dismissed, you stand charged with now an assault of a family member. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Enlighten us, please.
Officer was dispatched to a residence. Officer met with CW, who stated that on Sunday, April 21st, 2024, she was at defendant's residence located at 307 Maple Street. Defendant was intoxicated and recalling memories which made him upset. While in defendant's vehicle, he struck CW in the nose, causing her pain. And CW and defendant are in a dating relationship.
Reading it, it sounds like it's delayed outcry in a single day. What I don't understand is that the officer does not seem to see an injury. He then looks at a picture from earlier in that day and sees swelling that was then.
So from what I'm seeing, it looks like the offense occurred on April 21st, and it was reported April 23rd.
Okay.
So 2 days later.
Yeah, I'm trying to read it and making sense of it is unclear to me.
Do we know whether they're going to file another motion to revoke his probation upstairs?
Your Honor, I'm not sure. I've contacted felony. They haven't gotten back to me.
Okay.
If they filed it for the FSGI in that court, they'll probably file it.
Right, I would assume that.
How many times has he had an opportunity? How many motions to revoke have they filed? There's one. I think only one.
I don't see one.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Arredondo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm now ordering you not to have contact with the complaining witness. No alcohol, drugs, random urinalysis. If you get out of jail, because I'm not giving you a PR bond. So if you get out of jail, I'm going to give you a GPS monitor on one ankle, and I'm giving you home confinement. And on the other one, I'm going to put a scram monitor so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, I'm going to put you in a rehab facility, which is probably what's may happen. I don't know now, but your bond with us is $15,000. So that's a high bond.
Asked to lower it to 5, Judge. He has come to court. He actually has participated and come to court. It's the purpose of the bond.
Because he's with us, that's why.
Well, I mean, in this instance, but in the felony, I don't see any bond forfeitures.
I think that he's a complete danger to the community. You know, I mean, just not even a month can go by without him picking up a new case.
And I would hope that the bond conditions this court has put in place would be sufficient to protect society.
I mean, not even the bond conditions when he's on an aggravated robbery probation is sufficient. You know, I don't think so. I'm not reducing your bond. I think you're a complete danger to the community, Mr. Arredondo. Really, truly. And if you get out, what good's going to happen? I mean, history tells us the words that you tell me now go in one ear, go out the other ear. So denied. And then you'll have to make that. And if you do, I'm going to have you come here with me every Monday and Thursday to take drug and alcohol tests to prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol. And I'm also going to make you take anger management classes as well. And if you don't, I will triple your bond. You understand, sir? At one point, at one way, we're going to get through to you. And I'm going to tell you this now, because I don't know if you're going to go to prison, but you, who weighs what? $110, $120? What do you think they do to you in prison, Mr. Arredondo? Have you been there?
No, I don't want to go.
Imagine your worst nightmare. You know, I tell this to other people that I get special stuff to read because I'm a judge. I get to see a whole host of things that you'd never believe that you get to see because I'm a judge. And the stuff that I've read that happens in prison, it's so damn scary. It had me in tears. It was so bad. And the way that the guards don't give a rat's behind about you, they walk the other way because it's so bad in prison. They walk the other way because they're scared. It had me in tears how they passed this person like a veritable doll, like you would have a baby sister have a Barbie. That's what they do to people. So imagine your worst nightmare in prison. It's worse. I promise you, I was in tears because it was that bad. You're begging for it. Thanks. Eric.
Was his attorney smiling the whole time? That's kind of rude after from what the judge was saying. Seattle Jean, thank you so much for joining the Patreon. I really appreciate it.
Good morning, Judge.
Hey, bud.
One person on docket this morning, the last name is First name is
Okay.
She was present. She was supposed to fill out an application. I haven't gotten it. She says that she has it. She just doesn't have a way to send it.
Where is she? Miss Herrera, come up.
She said that she's printed it.
Does she have email?
I don't know why she can't send it.
Did she bring it today? Okay, so when it's 171 days, we'll set it off to Monday. She's got to bring it Monday. So do you like coming to court? Sucks, right? Well, if you had given it to them, then you wouldn't have to. But it's now 171 days. So you were supposed to get them the documents. So what we'll do is it will put you off until Monday. You must bring all the documents by that time. If you don't, that tells me you really don't want to do it, and we can find an alternate way to dispose of the case. But your case is old and it's time to get everything done. Are you sure you want to do this? Okay, so let's set it off to Monday. Has she done a TRAS yet? Okay.
We haven't actually submitted an application yet, so.
Is she approved, do you know?
No. So we have to submit the application with mitigation.
Well, she needs a mitigation package.
Exactly. So once, if that goes through, we'll schedule it.
Okay, Monday, maybe. Okay, thanks.
Credit check.
Okay. All right, good morning, Mr. Ford. You speak English? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I need to hear you, otherwise we can't do this. Mr. Ford, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You're also charged with assault of a family member. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 21 days in jail, credit for the 24 on the burglary case, where they're going to dismiss your assault case. This is how you understand it, correct? If you continue to pick up the burglary of a motor vehicle cases, they can enhance this to a felony. So I would be careful. I don't know how many you have, but upon multiple, they can enhance it to a felony, and then you're looking at years instead of days. Not only that, from now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail if you pick up any other cases. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this, you can never change this. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense, sir? I will find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. If it's enhanced, it'll be abandoned. And good luck to you, sir. Thanks.
Okay, and I just filed the dismissal today, but you're on.
Great. Thanks.
Flea bag. One night stand.
You know, it's probably sucks to live with mom because she probably has rules, right? I know, but it's a small price to pay to have a roof over your head. It really is. Living in a motel at $60 a night in the kind of motels that you're living in for that, it's got to be even worse. You have a lawyer. I've given you a lawyer. All you have to do is stay in contact with Carl. And if he tells me that he's in contact with you, then I won't have a problem. The only thing I'm asking you to do is don't pick up any new cases. Be nice. It's not hard. The terroristic threat, who is it against?
There's one against the maintenance man at the apartments where he was sheltering at one time. That's where the
So
that came from.
I don't want you to go back to this place, okay? I don't want you to be in possession of weapons. The only thing I'm telling you, I'm not asking you to split the atom. All I'm asking you to do is stay out of trouble, don't have any weapons, and be nice to your mom. Say that again?
Don't disrespect my mother. We got a good relationship.
It's great because you know what? You need to focus on your future. That way you don't end up with a number on your back for the rest of your life. Mr. Harrison, it only gets harder. It doesn't get easier. You get bigger, fatter, uglier, you lose your hair. I'm telling you, it gets worse. If you don't set yourself up now, you'll have no money for the rest of your life.
Yes, sir.
Did you graduate from high school?
No, sir. I'm trying to go back to school.
No, you will. I am now making it a condition of your bond. I want you to get into school. I want you to get your GED.
Yes, sir.
That's now a condition of his bond. Get into school. I want proof. I'm giving you 2 weeks. I want to see what you've done. I'm telling you, I'm going to keep you so close to me.
He's 23 years old. He's got to get a GED.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I want you to go get your GED. I'm making that now a condition. I want you back here in 2 weeks to show me what you've done to get it. So go online. You have access to a computer.
Source or something. I can go to the workforce or something. Work source. Use their computer.
I don't know if WorkSource is going to give you a computer to do some.
Go to the work source. Has a computer.
Your mom doesn't have a computer?
Lives in Conroe at an RV park.
How can we figure this out? How can we do this?
He didn't have a computer.
Mr. Harrison, take a seat for me for a second. I need some time to think.
He's got a phone, so he can call and.
Say it again?
He doesn't have a computer, but he has a phone. So he can call to find out where he gets lined up for GED.
What kind of phone is he on? What kind of phone is he on?
Judge, I don't know. He says.
Mr. Harrison, what kind of phone you got? Is it? It's a smartphone, right?
He's got a smartphone. He can access the internet.
Unfortunately, you can't really do a lot of programming.
Right. But you can contact us.
Yeah. That's
No, but on a smartphone, you should be able to access and.
the library of the town.
Hold on, you know what? I'm gonna get in contact with Natalie Ware and I'm gonna see what I can do.
Okay.
Just can you give me?
Sure. I'm gonna go to court and Brady and I'll be back.
Go for it. Okay. Hey, son. For him, can you file no going back to the place, the apartment complex, no contact with the complaining witness, no weapons, and get a GED? Okay, tell me. On who? Okay. So what I did was I revoked his bond and I set it at 2501 on each of his cases.
2501?
Correct.
Okay.
I suspect that I speak.
Trying to sit over you and say he was wrong.
He came here high. I mean, he smelled so strong of weed, I almost got high. Not only that, he picked up another case while on bond. But I'll do this though. If he's not able to bond now, after a couple days, we'll talk in a little. Okay.
Then I have spoken with her.
Tell me. Is that mom right there? Mom, you mom? Come on up. Hi, thank you so much for coming. The problem is that, so he picks up first a possession of marijuana. We tell him as a court, don't get into trouble. Don't pick up any new cases. If you do, we're gonna yank your PR bond and we'll put you in jail. So not only did he come here and pick up a new criminal trespass, the problem is he's going to these, allegedly going to these store marts and hanging out with other people. And I don't know if they're selling weed or whatnot, but is that what they're saying here? That he's selling weed? And then he comes here reeking of weed too. So if I don't do something, it's going to continue to happen. It's like my child. If I say, hey, you know, if you know what I mean? I have.
Ouch. I woke my son up. My son was not smoking weed and I smell weed. I woke him up and he got the Uber myself. What you smell? I don't know. I washed his clothes. He did not smell weed. He was home last night. He didn't come here high. I can vouch for that strong with myself. I can also tell you when that camera footage comes, they got my son from across the street, up the street on his way and took him back to the store and set him there. I walked to the store and watched them 30 minutes while my son sat in that car. My son was not on the premises when they got him. I'm not making excuses. He has to learn. He will learn because I won't let up on him. I won't. But the truth.
So how do we curb this behavior then? How do we make it stop?
She's on himself right now.
Say it again.
Battling on himself right now. He's scared. It's not his life. He's not made of this. I didn't raise him this way. I think, honestly, this is enough. Because I told you, I tell him, when they get you, there's nothing mama can do.
I want to punish him. I don't want to punish you. And the problem is that if I put him in there, you're going to pay to get it out. And it's really not punishing him. It punishes you for having to spend the money to get him out. And I don't want to punish you. So what do we do to get through to him? You tell me, because you know him best. What can I do?
Give him a chance. Send him.
We did though.
He has to be in school. He's been slacking on his school. Reinforce his school. I want my son to educate. This is last year. Like, excuse me, I'm sorry. My emotions. This is last year. And like I say, this right here is a wake up for him. He needed this. If he doesn't get anything, he needed this. It's a wake up call. I tell him.
Where's he going to school?
Not Decaney, Momentum High off of TC Chester, not too far from our home. Yeah.
So he's been slacking on.
He's been slacking, yes he has. I will admit to that. He's been slacking, but I haven't been letting up. He's been slacking though, and it's to a point where I don't want to be those, but I just don't get headaches, you know.
So let me ask you this, because what I'd like to do is, no drugs, no alcohol. He must attend school full time. And what I want is proof that he's been in actual attendance 2 weeks full time in school. And if he don't, then I'm going to put him in jail and I'm going to make his bond extremely high. And we'll use that as bait to get him on the up and up. And I'm going to tell him now that I'm going to test him in 30 days from today. And if he tests positive 30 days from today for marijuana, likewise, he'll go to jail. But you got to be with me on this.
I'm with you, because everything you're aiming at and trying to get him to do is what I've been.
So, but if you tell him, if he knows that you're just going to bond him out, he's not going to do anything. So we have to be on the same page that if I threaten this, you have to be with me, because if he knows that he messes up and he gets out and I put him in and you're going to bond him out, there's no teeth in the threats.
I need your help on this. I want my son to graduate. I really do.
So if I bring him out, I let him out today, you and I are on the same page. That no dope, school full time, he cannot hang out with the same people.
Yes.
You want a curfew? Okay, I can put a monitor on him so I know, do you work? But do you work?
I work.
Okay, good. That way, because when the cat's away, the mice will play. So, okay,
And
all
that's
right.
my, he's my oldest, so it's a lot of, I have him young, you know, it's a lot of.
As long as you are,
I'm telling you, once I can hold it, it's nothing I can do. It's nothing I can do. And today it showed it. See, he's experiencing it right now back there. It's nothing I can do.
all right, we're on the same page. Do you mind bringing him up? So I'm gonna test him 30 days from today. So June 1st, he gets tested. And then in 2 weeks, I need him back here with proof that he's gone to school every day, full time. And if he doesn't, I will put him in jail and I'm gonna make his bond really, really high. But, and then if that's the case, I'm not gonna leave him in there to rot. What we'll do is just a little bit of jail therapy, 2 days in there, so he gets the message. And then if he messes up, which hopefully he doesn't. Okay?
I'm a bad kid. I honestly feel like he'll get it.
I will give you my card. If you have any issues, you can get a hold of me or Sonia knows how to, and then I'll put the fear into him. And hopefully we can get him to graduate. For sure. You tell me, do you want 9 p.m.? 9 p.m. curfew? Yeah.
Dark. I don't eat after 8, so I'll be sleeping.
Do you want me to keep you? You need to make a deal with me right now because you've been failing me over and over, and I'm not going to do it again. I am putting you on severe conditions now. The only reason that you're not going in right now is because of your mom. But I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Wheeler, you muck with me one iota, I'm going to make your bond so high, you're going to flip and she's not going to get you out. You'll be stuck like Chuck. Do you understand? You are going to go to school full time. And I want proof in 2 weeks that you've gone to school every day from 8 in the morning or 7 in the morning until 3 when it lets out. And if you don't go to school one day, I'm going to homeschool you myself in the jail. Do you understand? No more smoking weed. I'm going to test you 30 days from today because weed stays in your body for 30 days. I will test you on June 1st, where it should be out of your system if you don't smoke from today on. If you smoke after today, you are guaranteeing yourself a jail stay. Do you understand? You are not to have any communication with any of the people that you hang out with at the store, and you're not allowed to go back there. And I'm putting a monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. So I will know if you're at school or if you're toying with me. Do you understand? And I'm giving you a curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. You can either have it this way or you can go to jail. What do you want to do? If your mom tells you to jump, you better ask how high, because you give her one problem, I will put you over my knee and I'm going to spank you like a little child, but I will do it with a ton of jail time. Do you understand? I'm not playing games, and I'm tired of your behavior. And I'm going to give your mom my card so she can call me directly if she ever has any problems with you. Do you think she wants to be here? Do you think she wants to be in court? She could be at home making money, but now she's got to spend the next 5 hours spending money coming downtown on multiple occasions, pay for parking, because you act like a knucklehead. Not only that, if you don't graduate from high school, have you seen all the people back there? You know what they are? Children that never grew up. People that have no self-control. That's what we have back there. They will amount to nothing for the rest of their life. They will never have a pot to piss in. They will never have money. They'll never go on vacations. They'll never buy a Lexus, a Mercedes-Benz. They'll never go to Fiji. That's what life is about. Life is about buying nice things, going on expensive, lavish vacations, not going to court over and over. You understand, Mr. Boomer? This is the only chance that you have with me. You can either make it and do with it well, or I guess I'll just play with you over and over. The choice is yours, but you only get one choice. You'll never get another shot with me. You understand, sir? All right. Mom, here's my card. If you ever need anything, you get in contact with me and let me know how he's doing. And I want you here in 2 weeks to show me where you are in life. And I promise you, in 30 days, you'll get a drug test. All right. Thanks, Mom. Thank you, son. I'm going to say something else. I don't know. I'll think about it later. But
Does he have pre-trial violations?
yeah, no going to Target, no weapons, and then I think we'd said mental health to try to get evaluation for mental health. I think because I sent an email to what's his name. I've not been able to look. So give me 2 seconds. Let me thin them out.
Okay, so Judge Fleischer's stream was long today. So I got, and he's off. He's off tomorrow and he's off Friday. So we won't see Judge Fleischer for 4 days. Tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's what I have for today. And then I'm going to finish the rest of his stream tomorrow. That way we have a little bit of Judge Fleischer for tomorrow too. And because this stream is already almost 2 hours long, so we did good. We did great. I mean, I almost, hi Eric, I almost want to go get the other half of his stream just so that we could talk to Sarah some more tonight. Because I think we need to give her some advice on how to be a woman. She needs it. But you know what? Let's let Colin take care of it. Oh my gosh. We're going to let Colin take care of Sarah for us. Hi, Raven. Oh, man. Yeah, I know, Raven. The CC toggle is completely grayed out for some reason. So what I have to do is I have to wait until the video processes, then go in and turn on closed caption. It just wouldn't let me. I don't know why, because YouTube just freaking loves me. Hi, J Fire. YouTube sees me and says, "Oh my gosh, there's a professional." So just so you know, it takes like a day or two to process. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to toggle the closed caption. I have no idea. Hi, Jesco. But okay, hold on. Before I leave, I want to do one more thing. I better check if I need to say thank you to anybody else. Got it. I'm good. I'm caught completely up. I do appreciate it, guys. I really do. Yeah, yeah. I, I should do. You know what I should do? I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, so I probably am not going to do this. But what I should do for next stream is go to Colin's next stream and just record just the chat. And then play that on my next stream for Fozzie. Uh, yep. You know what? The good thing about this, Fozzie, is now we all know not to do that. Like, I'm sure all of us might have fell into that trap in one way or another in this YouTube world. So you actually saved us all. You're actually a hero. You actually dove on top of that grenade for us. So, okay, you tripped over a rock and fell on the grenade, but still, we all survived. We all survived. No, no. You don't get any paid time off. No. You have to work overtime now so that you learn. I'm sorry, Sarah. I am. I'm sorry, dear. Would you like would you like some chocolate chip ice cream? Oh man. Okay, guys. A chat replay is on. So when you watch this later, please put the chat on because it's seriously way better than any of the clips. It really is. Thank you so much for coming out today. I really appreciate it. It's 6:30 though, so I got to get ready for court to open. I got some stuff to do today. Thank you, Charlotte. Oh no, Colette. I'm sorry. There's a Charlotte and I just looked real quick. Yeah. It was my fault. I was waiting for you to say that. It took you long enough. I told everybody to bring a Sarah into chat. So that's why Fozzie changed his name to Sarah. And that's why he's stuck with the name Sarah for 2 weeks until YouTube lets him change it again. Hi, Irvy. But I wonder what he's going to change it to once he gets out of lockup. No OR bond for you. Hi, Red. All right, guys. Thank you for coming out. Behave. What is today? Today's Thursday. So it's fine. You don't have to behave today. Judges are working. You can get arrested. You'll get in front of a judge quick. But just make sure you have some bail money in a place where someone can get it, not in your wallet, because that creates problems. And when the judge tells you to shut up and listen, just just shut up and listen. Because if you talk, your bond's going to go up to $10,000. And if you don't have $10,000, just shut up and listen. All right, guys. Have a great day. Thank you so much, chat. Thank you. See